is up, App Nation? It is your boy, Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com. And this is the place you want to be every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, because we bring on a guest to really break down what's working in the mobile app space to help you grow your installs and, more importantly, those revenues. And I got a great YouTube comment that I'll share with you guys later on, where he was able to go from a few $100s a day or a month to 3,000 with the same exact downloads. And so we really want to talk about the top of the funnel and obviously the bottom of the funnel as well. And today we're going to talk all about the most popular UA creatives. Look, we talked about this a couple of years ago, actually, pre-pandemic time. It was all about creative optimization. It wasn't about all these ad platforms are getting so smart about the right type of users that are perfect for your app, that your primary job as a marketing person is to find the right creatives that will work for these ad platforms. And joining me today from the #1 ad intelligence platform, SocialPeta, is John. John, I'm going to screw up your name, but welcome to the show, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for giving us this chance to meet all your
Yeah.
audience here. I'm really happy to be here. I hope it's gonna be beneficial for everyone who is attending to event right now. As you
It's going
say,
to be
yeah, we're gonna talk about some paid user acquisition strategies and how to increase your installs and retentions, like user acquisition. I hope it's gonna be beneficial.
It's gonna be great, John. But I want to go into, if you guys don't know about SocialPeta, they cover over 80 global ad networks across 70 countries and regions, including Unity, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And they've accumulated over 1 billion, that's with a B, ad creatives, updating 1.2 million ad creatives on a daily basis. So they're going to give you all the insights, the marketing insights you need to know to really make sure you have the right creatives for these ad platforms. All right, cool. John, did I do a good job there
Yeah.
explaining that?
Thank you for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to say hi to a few people, and we're going to get into some of the top creatives that are working today. So let me go back, because we had a nice little presentation for you guys. We do a lot of work here. All right, guys, we do a lot of work to prepare for this stuff. Noah, what's happening? We got familiar names. Rudy, Joe. Hey, Rudy, I want to talk to you about he made a switch from in-app purchases to subscriptions. Miguel, what's happening, my friend? Matthew, Fernando is here too. Good to see y'all. All right, John, I want to go straight into this a little bit. Let me view full screen to make it look prettier, and then let you run the show in terms of this.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Let me give a short brief what is actually ad intelligence services, because many people heard about this, but maybe they don't know what exactly it is. We are analyzing, as you say, all the networks, the creatives, and the ad insights for your competitors and for your own ads to provide you much better strategies, when you need to create your own marketing strategy, so you don't need to try everywhere and you don't need to spend so much time. So we are providing the data that you can find the correct timing, correct strategy, and on the correct network according to your genre. And this is actually what we are doing. And as you say, yeah, we are on 80 networks, which includes all the networks actually that I can say, over 1 billion creatives. That we are the #1 ad intelligence service that is able to provide over 1 billion ad creatives. We are also proud about that actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And, and today we'll be focusing on more on the real examples of the market, like the really successful creatives that has the most impression. And so what is the tricks of that to make the right creatives about any genre actually. Yeah, and we'll be seeing that during the presentation today.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this is a great report. John, can we get this anywhere? I know, your team sent this over to me, but can we get this anywhere to this report?
like
Is it SocialPeta?
yeah, of course, if anybody else can reach me out on LinkedIn, I'll be okay to share the presentation. Also, if they're interested for the further information, to have a special demo or something like that, we can also arrange a demo meeting with all the people who are interested with that.
Yeah. So check it out there. And if you guys want, we can link this up if I get your approval, we can link this up into the YouTube description as well if you guys want a part of this. But we're going to skip ahead because there's a lot of great info here about the trends that we're seeing. But I know people don't want the trends. They want to know like what's really going to help their business. So we're going to skip that step one, really gaining the insights, what's happening at a broader scale in terms of what people are advertising, and then go into, because most of my audience are founders and entrepreneurs, they might not have $1 billion budget when it comes to
Right.
advertising, right? And so I wanted to focus more on the creativity aspect, the creatives, so that they can understand if they have a limited, let's say, $3,000 to $5,000 a month type of budget. Well, these are the creatives that are going to really get the biggest bang for their buck. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's totally right. Like for the people who have like also studios who have like limited budget, limited time
yeah.
to have the successful strategies, that's gonna be insightful.
Okay. Oh, you wanna start off with
Yeah,
this?
we
So
can start. We can start with the first page of the like second chapter. Yeah, yeah. And you know that last year was a crazy year for the pandemic, and so we are naming like the second half of 2021 as a like post-pandemic era. And the market was like a jungle, actually, to be honest. Like it was like the duration of all the creatives and the effectiveness of all the creatives, it was like really like longer because like you need to attract to more people with your creatives and everything. And last year we also see that the video creatives increased really highly because there are reasons of that. With the 5G technology is like spreading around the world because now on the mobile devices we have a much faster internet than before. So of course, all the marketing like strategies were planning to like go with the video creatives all the time, but they don't have the like facilities for that, and not all around the world like people will be able to see all the like video creatives so like instantly and in the fast connection. So as you can see on the right side, like there's a chart like from 2017,
oh
and
wow.
the dark blue one is the video one, and it's increasing like year by year. And in 2021, as you can see, like 86% of video creatives where we have
Wow.
seen in the market. Because it's all about the marketing actually. Like people are be more interested in the video creators because like there is a sound, like there is also not only the image, like you like watch the video, so the impression is being much more higher on the video creators. And now we have the fast internet in the world. So we can go with the video ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Um, and as I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, like average duration of creatives, it is right now like 32.5 days. Like actually, like this is really long right now because when we also compare it with the previous years, like it was like much shorter before, but now we see the longer creatives because now the market, as I say, it's like more competitive. And in 2020, it was the peak time, like just the pandemic hit, and we were all at homes, like we wwere spending time with our like mobile devices, maybe like most of the day. So the competition was higher, and that's why it was shorter. So you need to renew your creatives all the time. But now we see that okay, the market is getting like more stable. Like now, at least we are going to like cafe or pub sometimes, not like before. So right now the durations are higher because like we don't need to renew our creatives like in 2020, and we are also seeing that in 2022 it's been like a bit longer than the 2021.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that, because I was a little bit confused what it meant by average duration, but for those, what I'm understanding correctly too, John, is more of, hey, you want to refresh your creatives, right? It's all about creative optimization. And so the average lifespan of a creative is, like John's saying, it is about 33 days, where next
Hmm.
time, give it that much, and then it's going to get stale after a
Yeah,
while, right? Like it's going to get stale. And so you want to refresh your creatives there.
yeah. There is an issue actually when your audience see your creatives all the time. Let's say let's measure a month actually. Like when if your audience see your creatives like the same creatives all the time, so that is also has a bad effect. So this is not also a positive thing. But right now the average spending time on the mobile devices are less than last year, so they can like be risking to like publish one creative for 30 days. But last year it was impossible. It will be super risky to do that last year.
Hey, Jean, do you have any type of data around like how long a creative should be? I know we've seen on our end, especially on the, TikTok is a platform that I'm really excited about, Google ad side too, with the YouTube and, them kind of leveraging that. We've seen like really short videos do pretty well, like 30-second time frame. Do you have any data around like the duration, like the length of a
Like
video?
it's all about the genre and the platform actually, and the creative
Okay.
type at the same
Oh,
time.
cool.
Like let's say for the TikTok, the creative periods are much shorter because the audience are more eager to consume the things much faster than the other platforms. And so let's say if your game is the hyper casual, and like your creative like could be much shorter. And let's say if it is like the live simulation, you can even like play a video with the scenario and everything. So it's all about the really genre and the category of the game and the platform. uh, so this is all about like it's really changeable actually. So for this insight data, it's like I recommend the people like if you already know the successful competitors in the market, and if you know that like they already like have become successful, so I recommend to analyze their creatives in terms of like duration, materials, like sound, the image on in terms of everything. So to see also how many days like they keep the creatives online. So if you don't know actually what to do 100%, it's always a good choice. Like for this business, it's always a good choice to follow the not the same steps but the similar steps. So because like you already have one example and you see that already uh, like did a good job. So if it is the like same genre and the same network and everything, and if you see some like successful creatives, it's good to analyze like also the duration of the creatives and the materials of creatives.
Right. And when we talk about creatives, we're talking about like video ads. So just really the type of creative, like the type of imagery that you're using
Hmm.
for your advertising. That's what all we mean for when we're talking about creatives. Is it a banner
Hmm.
ad? Is it a video? Is it a
Yeah,
playable ad? So these are the
includes
type of
all. Yeah.
creatives we're
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
The to your point, I think competitive analysis is so important. I know obviously that's what you guys do best, SocialPeta. But I'll tell you a funny story, John. But one of my friend in the app space, I won't say too many things actually. Hold on before I reveal the person. But anyways, we were together and he was telling me that he found out this app was doing performing really well. And it's a very like entertainment type of app. He found the creative, using some of the platforms that you can use. And now look, I wouldn't recommend this, but he ran the same creative that his competitor was running, the same exact one. He downloaded it and he ran it as his, and it was performing really, really well for him. And so it tells you the importance of competitor analysis. And John said, like when you look at the duration that they've been doing it, John, I'm thinking that you're saying that because it's like, hey, that tells you it's an effective creative. They've been running it for a very long time, right?
Yeah. And as you say, like as your friend, that's also a strategy to copy the creatives. Sometimes not only the creatives, but you can use the different creatives. You can use the same text and the
Mm-hmm.
subtext. It also works. And we also have tools for that. Just like I can give it as a secret.
That's
We have
awesome.
tools
That's
for
awesome.
that. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. We'll just leave it at that. Hey, do you want to talk
Yeah.
about this? You want to skip over this and talk about more of this stuff?
Yeah, yeah, we can go to the creatives directly.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Let's do them like some marketing analysis. Like now, like we're gonna be showing some really successful examples in the market according to like downloads and impressions. So that was one of the top one, and the Ants Underground Kingdom, and it was published by Star Union, a Chinese company actually. And so we see that in the next page there's going to be like some samples with this game.
Mm,
This is the revenue. Like I want to like yeah,
this
and
one?
this is the creative. And
Nice.
can we get back to the revenue side because I want to like
Sure.
show people. Yeah, and when you see the revenues on App Store and the Google Play, and so the download rate, like they really did a good job. And the most important point, they had a like steady growth. That is the most important point because some games like they just hit the peak point and they are going down really easily. But for this genre, it's easier to like keep the like steady growth actually. And so now we will be seeing the how they manage this with also their creators in the next page. Yeah, so this is one of the most like impression creative that they had
Mm,
in the market, and it was online for like 94 days on the Messenger platform. So we also like on our tools, we are also sharing these data, the dimensions. Like if you, as I like say, if you know already a good competitor, you can even see on which dimension they focus the most on their creatives. So it also gives you a like good tip like to how to start your own creatives. So for this one, I don't know, is it like playable? Can we play this one?
let's
But
see.
this is like it's a combination of
I can't.
strategies and interaction. Like
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't
can you
click.
try on the image like on okay, yeah, sorry for
Yeah.
that.
Sorry.
Sorry for that. Yeah. So okay, I can explain that. Like there's been a like finger, like it shows the
Mm,
interaction. To show a finger or the human body part in the creatives, it always like gives a good reputation on the audience because like it's also about the neuromarketing actually. Like your audience is like getting connected like by themselves and with the game at the same time because they see the human part. And you show this like short gameplays like in order to explain your game in a
yeah.
shortest period as like much as possible. And so with if you make these combinations in your creatives, like there is no chance that your creative is going to get the low impression. I'm sorry that we cannot play this right now.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
see what you're saying. It is, yeah, super simple. Somebody playing it. And that's what I've seen too. Like it's voodoo. There's a finger right here. So,
yeah, yeah.
hey,
So
let me ask
so
you,
yeah, sure.
can I ask you something, John? So, like, when
Yeah.
we see this type of chart, right? Like, they're continuing to grow, they're running these ads. They did 94. So, it's just 94 days in Messenger. And do you guys have any intelligence in terms of like, how are they able to stay that long? Is it just because Facebook is so huge that they didn't hit an upper limit in terms of they can reach, or are they targeting different countries? Do we have any insights on like maybe the geos that they're targeting and how they're able to run this creative for over 3 months?
Like there are even like creators like we can monitorize like they are online for like 180 days, which is
Wow.
like over the limit actually. But okay, as I mentioned before, you cannot do the same thing exactly for let's say the hyper casual because there's like fast consuming. But for this game, like it's like kind of like strategy game, and it also shows the gameplay, and
Mhm.
so the retention of these games are always much higher. So let's say even for like one short hyper casual creative, like you get like 10 users, let's say. Uh, it actually works less than one user for this kind of genres because
Mm,
okay, for the hyper casual maybe you get like 10 users for like with one creative. I'm just giving example, like not the real
sure.
numbers. But the retention probably is going to be like 8 minutes, maybe 10. So it will
That's
be deleted after
crazy.
that. So this is like really all about the general. For the casino games is different. For the strategy one is different. The life simulation is totally different because we also were seeing the celebrities in the like life simulation categories. Like yeah, this is a big
Oh,
budget actually, Steve, as you can
yeah.
imagine. To
I
hire a celebrity for just ad creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can imagine the income.
All right. So what's LSGs? I'm sorry. I'm guessing right.
It's
SLGs.
yes, it's like simulated life games. So for this one, like is there is being a character like you can improve at the same time, and it's also a like subgenre of simulation games. And so as I just mentioned like before, the SLGs are like long cycle operations, so you need to focus, like you need to create your strategies according to like this long cycle and long retention like users. And so here you can see some examples like for some SLG games. And
Mm-hmm.
so in the like general like background, like you can see the similarities, almost like there is sometimes a like little like playable ads at the same time, which is maybe
Yes, it
not
does.
related with the game. It doesn't have to be related with the game though. It just has to be fun. But you need to make the balance really well. So if it is totally unrelated with the game, that's also affects the retention really badly. And so here also it says, like, I want to repeat that the overall retention rate of like for casual games plays are low, but for like this genre we see the like higher retention rates.
Hmm. Hey, we got a question from Noah. He says, "What's the average CPI cost per install for the Ants game?" Do you guys have that intel?
Uh, Like I haven't checked the recent CPIs like for the Ants game, but of course it's higher because of the category. It should be like a bit higher than other like similar examples.
Okay.
For the detailed data, I recommend Noah can reach me out. Like we can have a live demo because I need to see the tools like live actually to see all the
Mm.
data because I don't want to say something wrong.
Right.
So Noah, reach me out, please.
You want to go? You want? Is there anything here that
Yeah.
you want to talk about?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is the in our events. This is the chapter that we get most of the questions because there
Mm.
is a like ethical issues for this one. Recently, we have realized there are really a lot of creatives that shows the female perspective, which is great, and we also see the female like game characters like recently, like much more than before. But the problem is for this creative style, it shows like mostly the family affairs that women can have in their life. So this is some people can find it a bit sexist actually.
Mm.
Okay, let's say for the first one, it's like okay, the marital breakdown. So okay, probably that woman is married with that guy, so the guy has another girlfriend. So woman
Yeah.
uh, is on the street with the baby. Like
I know this is really crazy, John.
yeah,
What is going
sorry
on
for that.
here?
Yeah. And yeah, for that one, it's also like family girl. I think that's a like little girl, and there's a like argument between the father and the mother.
Yeah.
And
No, shoot.
yeah, I wish that I could play these things right now. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
And for the last one, it's a school bullying, and okay, it's for
Mm.
every gender actually, but here especially they are showing the female perspective for the like for bullies in the school or something like that. Okay, that is we can discuss like is it ethical or not, and
Right.
I don't want to share my own opinion right now about this, but we can say that that is really getting really high impressions by the
Wow.
audience. Yeah, yeah. Because like we all have the issues in the life, so we are not
Right.
used to see this on actually for the gaming industry about this thing.
Mm.
So when you see like the real like chapters from your life, maybe okay, I'm not saying that like maybe like you never had a family curl or something like that, but I'm talking about the most of the people, so they are getting also like kind of connection like with the creator, and yeah, they click on it to see what's happening inside. Plus they also want to fix the problem. That's the another point. when,
Right.
uh, when people see the problem over there, and they would like to fix the problem, getting involved and fix the problem, stop that like family quarrel or that school bully. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. I have to think that they're probably like the age groups are different too. It's probably like I would imagine like 35 and up, and then this might be more of like I don't know, targeting a little bit younger. crew? I don't know. You tell me, but that's sort of
Uh,
how I think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
that's right. That's right, actually. Yeah, because like younger generation is not gonna have any idea about the marriage or like
Yeah.
cheating issues or something like that. But yeah, for the, as you say, yeah, that's the right point actually. For the, like school bullying, yeah, they are getting like interacted more.
All right.
Yeah. So
We talked about the duration too here.
yeah, we talk about that. So yeah, no need to repeat the same point actually.
So average durations. These are in seconds, I'm assuming? Like 24 points. Oh no, these are longer duration, mature creatives.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So this just means we're running it longer than we were before.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
For this, like for every like categories, actually, we see longer durations right now since
Yeah.
2021 as market is getting back to normal.
Single image
Yeah.
creatives right here too. So like don't ignore just banners and images too.
Exactly, because of the
Yeah.
budget at the same time.
Mm,
Yeah, because like, to create this image creatives like banners or only one image, um, that costs much less. Okay, we
yeah.
can discuss about the effectiveness, but this costs much less. Or maybe at the end of the day, when you make the calculation for your game, maybe you are still too early to create the video ads. Maybe you can just start with the image one as it costs so much less.
Mhm.
Like creating, also publishing, both like cost much less than the videos, of course. So the most expensive ones are the playable ones, then video ones, and the image ones. So at the end of the day, you can check your like your revenues and marketing revenues, and to see, okay, maybe it's too early for you right now to start with the video ads.
Yeah.
So of course, the single image creators are still in the market,
Yeah.
still in the game.
Yeah, we've seen pretty effectiveness, especially on the Google ad side of things, because
Hmm.
that's, I mean,
Hmm.
we're probably more proficient in like Google ads and Apple search ads, but yeah, the imagery, obviously this is non-gaming. I think if you have gaming, you have to have video.
Yeah,
It's like almost a must, but for
yeah.
non-games, you can get started. I got a
But
question from Matt.
Steve, sorry, I want
Yeah.
to add one point. This is
Yep.
also changing in 2022. We
Oh, okay.
even see some projects for playable ads. Okay, playable ads are mostly used for the gaming applications or companies. But now we also see some playable ads for the shopping applications, shopping apps.
Wow.
Like yeah, you see the market. You are in the grocery and you are adding the things in your basket. And it's yeah, I think it's a great idea. So why we should consider the playable ads, for example, only for gaming? So this is also changing kind of, but yeah, for the non-gaming, as you don't need to show a gameplay or something like that, and image ones, the single image creators are also still in the game. We can also
Got it.
say for the game companies also who just started marketing.
I like it. Okay. We got some questions that I want to hit on too. We got Matthew says he's got a silver and gold scraping app. So what kind of creatives do you think would work best for his type of app? Let me see if I can find
Like
this. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think the image one would be a good start. Like, of course, like it needs to like get research much deeper. I can just like give you some tip, like to see some examples, like the good examples in the market. But I think like yeah, video ones maybe would be too much because this is a so specific category actually. So
Yeah,
with a really attracting image creative, you can get a like great user acquisition.
yeah. And one thing I might say, Matthew, too, is think about like if there's influencers in this space. Here, let me bring up John. There's influencers in the space that you know of that are in the gold and silver scraping business, then maybe get them. And they don't have to be big influencers, but I did have a client of ours and someone we work closely with. They've been running these influencer type of campaigns, John, where you get the influencer to create it and then they can post it. And there's a little setting when you're posting it so that the brand in partnership with that brand can run it as ads. You see Masterclass doing this all the time. And so it's a way for you to leverage UGC, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, and also have the ad show up as if Steve P. Young is running this ad, but you're actually fronting the bill. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
But look up Masterclass. They do a great job of doing that. Okay. And then we got another question from Noah. What are signs of an ad to starting to go stale? I think that's a great question.
Sorry, what does it mean actually? Like, can you give
So
me?
like, how do you know if an ad, like you say the duration is about 30 something days, 42 days, right? Like, how do you know when an ad's not performing that well anymore?
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh, there are like charts and the analyzers for each creatives in this kind of tools. Actually, that's why there are tools like us in the market. Like because first you need to test your creative, and then as you ask, like you need to measure the success of the creative. Like, is it going well? Like, okay, are we getting the enough impression or something like that? You can daily and like as like live monitorize the performance or each creative, and when you also see what is the average like impression in the market for your like own genre, and you can like up and down you can find metrics for you, and as you can also measure your own creatives, and if you see that okay this is going like much below than the average, or this is going really great right now, so it shows that you are doing a good job or the bad job. So actually for the creatives that when you publish, it's really critical, especially in the like first like 2 weeks, let's say, it's really critical to analyze and to see the graphics every day actually. So you shouldn't like leave it alone by itself, because yeah, there's a chance like maybe you like chose a like wrong sound for your creative, or like wrong image. It's possible. So
Yeah,
it's good to cut uh, earlier.
I like it. Gladius Gaming says, I have a life hacks and tips app. What will work for me?
Life hacks and tips app. Well, that's a great one actually. That's a
Yeah.
great one. Yeah. What?
I, I have an
Yeah,
idea. If
sorry,
you need
but
help,
yeah.
I can fill the time.
Okay, Stu, yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah.
Gladius, honestly, it's easy. You know, there's a friend of mine who really got big on Vine when Vine was a thing, and he was showing these life hacks. And he got like 1 million followers super fast, and he's showing like the different life hacks, like how do you get an egg yolk by putting the egg into a water bottle, and then you just get the yolk itself. He's doing all these life hacks. Create that video and then make it feel like a TikTok or Instagram reel, and then run that as a particular ad. Or like John said, if it's images that are easier, like, hey, here's a quick little way to do this and this, right? Like as an image, then boom, you have that life hack. You can target the type of people that are interested in this. And then that's how I would start too. What about you?
Please avoid of the fake life hacks. You know that on TikTok, like a lot of life hacks, and some people are like checking, is that really working? Okay,
Yeah.
like yeah, that's also crazy.
Right. You can have a big old like the text thing, the Instagram, TikTok things. This really works, and then have some music,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So hey, John, here's what I want to do. So let's end part one. We'll get into some of the app audits. Let's save part two for all that UGC type of content. Does that work for you?
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so this will end part one, and we always start part two with my favorite segment. Oh, we wish I had some sound. We'll talk about dad jokes. All right. All right, John. So you're the guest. Do you want to start the dad jokes, or do you want me to lead it off? And I'm
Okay.
undefeated right now since I
I'll
started
be I'll be on
before.
I'll be on defense
Okay, you'll be.
for the beginning. Yeah.
I like that. Okay, all right. You
Okay.
go
I
defense.
just said one. Is that okay? I just said one.
You better go find another
Okay.
one, John. So I'll kill some
Okay.
time. But all right,
Mhm.
I'll start. So John, what is a pirate's favorite piece of marketing content? What is a pirate's favorite piece of marketing content? A webinar. All right. What do you got? Well, give me your one.
Okay. Why did Karen press Control Shift Delete?
Why did Karen press Control Shift Delete? Why?
Because she wanted to see the task manager.
I like it. All right. Put What do you want? You C? Okay, so his your name actually starts with a C. So we're gonna put C for Jean, because how do you say your name? Jean Beck? Jean Beck.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a Turkish name. Okay. All right. So put a C for Jean and then put S for me. Who you think I want? Now I'm undefeated. I started keeping score. So I'm 2-0 right now. And then we'll get into
Okay.
some of the things. For Matthew says, so you're saying hire an influencer and then use that video as a trailer for my app. Yes, you can do that. But you can use that video as an ad too if the influencer setting. Go back to a couple of live streams with Mike from Mike Durst, and he talks about this particular strategy. Matthew, I think you were there, but if you haven't, go definitely check that out. And then Gladio says it's only text based, but yeah, I take your advice. Thanks a lot. I think it will work still as a text based app. I think you might want to try putting a little bit videos just to see if that will help your retention rate and all that stuff. But you can easily hire these type of people. Like, there's lots of videos I can share with you guys in terms of how to do that. But like, I think a text-based thing would still work because it's all about getting people to do the life hack and showing it in action versus just having a text. What do you think, John?
Yeah, and I would also recommend to like start an like Instagram page or TikTok page at the same time
Yeah,
to
I like
support
it.
the app actually.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Okay, let's get into an app audit. And if you guys want an app audit from us in a future live stream, we'll go check out appmasters.com/audit. Appmasters.com/audit. There's about a 6-month wait, and I do want to say like if we'll always let you know the Monday before usually when we do your app on a live stream. All right. So Jessica tells us, let me pull up her app real quick. She's going through a rebrand. She did let us know, but I was like, look, you can wait another 6 months or we can do it. She's like, all right, go ahead and do it. All right. So she's got travel meditations. It looks like it's in the thing. Designed for iPad. It's meditative stories set all over the globe. It's the app for meditative stories.
Oh, that's a
Around
great
travel.
idea though.
Yeah. So it's meditation with centered around travel. Explore the channels. So maybe we see these things. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming that we're going to see when we actually look at the app itself. But anything from this presence that you sticks out to you, John?
No, no,
Yeah.
but I like the idea. I think I will
Yeah.
download this.
I think the imagery is really cool too. I think it's
Yeah,
really, really nice. So
yeah,
she
that's a
wants
good.
feedback more on the UI UX type of thing. But all right, we'll
Hmm.
take a look at this.
Actually, like when we check the picture, okay, we didn't check the app yet, but it seems like a clear UI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was thinking,
Still, sorry for that. I'm gonna mute myself for 1 minute. Is that okay?
yeah, of course. I'll take over.
Okay.
You jump in whenever you want. So I think Jessica, what I would do is, I follow these accounts on Instagram about travel, and they really highlight the location, and you're really highlighting the features of the app, not the location. So maybe make the background of one of your favorite locations really big, and I think visually that would be interesting because I'm trying to get a sense of like what is meditation centered around travel, and that's not completely jumping out on me with your UI. So maybe just show a huge visual of the different locations that we get to go to where we're in the meditation itself. So something like this might be more interesting of a visual because I can see that John, I'm kind of seeing the ad in my head too, like all these locations and the person talking. If you do some intelligence on Calm, that's what they've been doing. You see this water and it's like 16 seconds to calm. And that's been a popular ad creative for them. But that's what I'm thinking for Jessica too, because I'm seeing all these locations right here. And these are all like locations I would love to go to. But when I come here, it's like tiny little locations, tiny little visuals. So I might just make the locations be the star here. Okay, let's get into the app itself, shall we? All right. Welcome. So feel free to jump in, John, anytime
I'm
you want.
back. I'm back.
Okay. So welcome. I don't like welcome. Have some imagery here. Have some more text here, Jessica. So all right. I don't know how you feel about this. And look, I don't have feel that strongly about it too. But it says select a destination. I I don't think that's like a huge benefit. It's an action. So I'm always like, am I about to select a destination? So maybe the better way of rewording this would be like travel around the world, right? And then enjoy sleep stories around the world type of thing, or fall asleep faster, travel while you sleep. Something more where this seems like a call to action, like I'm supposed to be doing something versus like you just telling me the benefits of the app.
And I also want to see what makes a difference, let's say, like between the Indian story and the Italian like
Yeah.
location story.
Yeah.
I would like to see actually.
Let's see if I can
Maybe
get
it could be more clear for the like store text, like before like you download the
yeah.
app when you read the information about the app. Yeah, maybe to underline that point would be useful.
So Jess, I know you're going through a rebrand, but I'm sure you've already doing this already. But start exploring is tiny. Just put right here. Let's see if we can tap anywhere else besides that little tiny little spot at the bottom. Doesn't look like it. So that is a bad UI right here because I have to tap way down here when my eyes are right here. So just let me put a big start button right there. But I'm sure you're going through that. Okay. So I think you should try to show the pricing page before you show the sign up page. We have stats that show it actually works. One, most people will buy during the onboarding process. So you showing me a register, it's a different hurdle. Unless you're getting super high registration rates, even then, I would try to show people the pricing page before I show this register page. But let's do this. All right, I'm going to register by hiding this. All right, John, entertain us with something. I'm just kidding. I just don't want all my info shown on.
I'm a good dancer though.
Are you? Are you gonna do a
No,
TikTok
I'm
video right
not.
now? What's that?
I'm not.
Oh,
No.
you know, I believed you, man. You look like you would be. Okay, I'm back. So I'm registered. I like this. It asked me for the push notifications right off the bat. I like it. We've seen stats that show that doing it like this way is the best way. I'm gonna hit don't allow though because I don't want any. Again, this is where you want to show the pricing page, Jess. So I don't know if you have. I thought you have. Is there no subscriptions in here? Let me look real quick. Oh, monthly subscription. So I can't find it. There's a monthly subscription somewhere. Let's go find it, John. What do you think?
I think like there are some free features as well, right? Like you really
Yeah,
can
I think
sign
so
up
too.
free, right?
Where do you want to go, John?
Uh,
Venice?
can we choose like specific like country or just the mood like
Yeah. Featured place in Europe. Okay. So let's go to Europe.
uh,
Go to Europe. We want to go to Iceland this year. So let's see. We can. I saw Iceland. Okay, here.
yeah? I'm going to Sweden next month
Nice.
for an exhibition. But I'm so sad that I missed the Northern Lights.
Nice. So the play was weird. So just so you know, like I think like a big again, don't make it just make it stupid kiss, right? Keep it simple, stupid. The just hit a big play button or a hit play button right here. I don't know why the image took so long to load here, but just put a play button because really you have to tap this to hit play. But all right, let's see if I can hear it. See, I was really thinking that there was going to be some imagery, and I don't think we can hear it through this. Let's see if you guys
Welcome to a
can you
magical
hear it?
little village
You
in
can
the
hear it.
east of Iceland. With just 700 people living here,
Can you hear that, John?
Seyðisfjörður isn't very populated, but is full of
John, can
creative
you hear this?
energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, amidst waterfalls, and on some days, rain. You just have to look up and see the sky and run your eyes along its rainbows.
What do you think so far? I think it's decent. I like it. Not
It's
gonna.
sexy.
We don't want people falling asleep because I felt like that was a sleep story.
It's hard to fall asleep with that.
uh, I thought that was really good. I think what I'm still trying
Yeah.
to figure out, and I want to give you feedback on, Jess, is what is the pricing page look like? Because right now it looks like it's only monthly, but you know, looks like you're giving away a lot of different content. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of content here, but I can't still figure out how to pay you. So I think what you should be doing is, frankly, locking up more content, you know, and not giving away so much, and then showing that pricing page. 'Cause I can't find it for the life of me, but I think people tend to monetize too late when in the app space, people are so fickle that you want to start monetizing early. So show the pricing page during the onboarding process, lock up more content so that you've obviously done a great job in terms of the content itself, but just lock up a few. Because if you think about Calm, and I'll go to Calm real quick too. I didn't delete it because I think they're just a great example of an app that has done a tremendous job, obviously. But if you look at this, you see that on the homepage, a lot of things are locked, right? It's beautiful, but a lot of it's locked. So everything is locked, 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 locked. And they do, you want to do just that. You want to lock it up a little bit. Okay, John, anything else you want to cover with this app?
Yeah, I see the difference on this one actually when we compare with the Calm. On Calm, I see on the main page, I see like more visuals, less and smaller texts actually, and
Let's compare it.
so yeah, I also agree like it's a great content though. Um, I just like personally, I'm not clear like about like what's the difference between Estonian like getting calm and Italian getting calm. I'm not,
Yeah.
didn't understand that.
It looks like they're just talking about it seems to me it's just talking about the place. Hey, John, you're in Iceland. Join me down this rainbow road. That's what it seems like. Hey, John, you're in Venice. You're in Sweden, enjoying drinks with your friends. That's what it seems like. Like it's just circling around it. I would love more visuals too, but heck, like I don't want to that incurs more cost, but I would love for me to be able to see Venice, see Iceland, and kind of get to that too. But again, that's more costs. So try to monetize. That's what phase one, monetize, try to monetize first and foremost. And then phase two, think about how to incorporate some of those things too. All right, Jess, good luck. Keep me posted. I love getting feedback from people on what happens afterwards too. All right, John, you want to see what the results of round one was? We've got Samuel. I always feel betrayed when people vote for my guests. I'm just kidding. Fernando, 2-1. All right. A Pirate's favorite
Uh,
music metric,
they
RPU. Yes. Good job, Noah. All right. 3-1. Adrian. Thank you, Adrian. Rudy,
they are paid.
4-1.
They are paid, I guess. Steve. No.
4-2. So
Yeah, that's my man.
there you go. So you lost round one. Hope you find a different one. But we had a question for you. Wander
Mhm.
asked, hey guys, great content. Is targeting relevant to get a low CPC? In Google Ads, it is not possible. Whether the top, okay, why don't we start with the first question? Is targeting relevant to get a low cost install?
Yes, because at the end of the day, it's all about the cost and the low CPI. So, okay, for some categories, we can accept some like okay, not that low CPI. It's also about the okay, do you have any like in-app purchasing or like are you selling any like item inside of your app or game or something like that? But yeah, low CPI. That is the main thing that we should focus on. On Google Ads, like says like not possible, right? Okay, in Google Ads, it's not possible. Actually, it is possible. Like there are ways to do that. Maybe like maybe you can also consider to reanalyze your audience. But there are ways to like keep the CPI low also on Google Ads. And what are the top four platforms for you, rank in your opinion? like it's hard to name the platforms for the like UA rank opinion, because okay, I don't know what they're looking for. Are looking for a like big audience with like lower CPI, or the audience are more willing to spend money on the ads, for example. So that's all about depends on the like more specific data that you can provide actually. And for example, like if you are like hyper casual, like if you have hyper casual game or something like that, so probably you will not be looking for like the audience willing to like spend more money, because that's not the main point. So you will be wanting to reach more audience with the lower CPI. So that will be the first point. But for example, if you have the app like Calm, as Steve showed, like you need the audience that will be able to spend money on your app. So that's all about the needs and what are looking for actually.
I think, well, if John, feel free to jump in anytime, but I think for games, it's pretty simple. Like you want to go to all the game ad networks like Unity, Tapjoy would be interesting, Bungle, like all these ad
Mhm.
networks for that, like Iron Source. And then for non-games, I think the most interesting ones for me personally have been Facebook or Apple search ads, Google ads, and then the thinking about like I think you can leverage a lot with just those two, and then like maybe thinking about TikTok and other like platforms and Facebook, all that stuff. But non-games, I would start with those, and then for games, obviously, I think Facebook, maybe even TikTok. What do you think? TikTok for games? No.
Uh, for games, TikTok, yeah.
Okay.
There are the hit games, like they got the ideas from the viral videos of TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know the like fidget toys? It's really one of the hit games recently. It was, and the idea
Yeah. I
came
remember.
from one the viral video in TikTok. I think it was from
Oh,
China. Yeah, it was from China. It was a viral. Then they made the game of it, and it was hit. Yeah.
it's getting dark over there, John.
Yeah, and I don't really like it. Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
but Steve, you told me it's gonna take only 15 minutes, no?
Yeah. I know. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
So under says the cases of phase and phrases and good morning messaging apps. So I think honestly, Google Ads, Apple Search Ads, start with that and then go on top of that because you are
Mhm.
gonna
Yeah.
like think about like the miracle morning, people who might be interested in that. And so that type of stuff, I think Wonder will be interesting. All right, John's going dark. Look at John. Are you even
Give me a
there?
minute.
John.
I will be back. Steve, go ahead.
Uh,
I'm coming.
okay. So if you guys got any questions, I'm gonna kill some time. Do 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 do. Let's see if there's any questions. Cool. I don't know what you mean by Noah.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, that's fast. Okay. Hey, John, I want to go quickly through this Duolingo and then spend a little bit more time on the UGC side, but I thought this was very interesting for Duolingo. So
Mhm.
the thing that I want to talk about, so I want to go through these numbers a little bit. You can see the SocialPeta has a ton of metrics about what Duolingo is doing in terms of downloads, estimated revenues, their ads. So really, when you're doing creative analysis or just competitive analysis, I should say, it's a great platform to do this because they can give you this type of data. But I want to spend some time here. This was pretty interesting. This top ad
Yeah.
creative for Duolingo.
Yeah. The thing is, like, that's also one of the key point for the non-gaming apps to get 5-star ratings, because like people are gonna use your service. This is not a game. Game you can experience, right? Like you can try, and if you don't like, okay, you just leave. But for the service app, like non-gaming, you provide something to your audience. So the 5-star ratings are really important. And when Duolingo just like launched their app, they just pumped like really crazy amount of creatives, and that's really actually like good service what Duolingo is doing to enable to like learn new languages and everything. And we can also see like high amount of like 5-star rating. Okay, the sample of this is like from Turkey actually, and they did a really great job in Turkey, and I personally also live in Turkey, so I know how people like Duolingo.
Mm.
uh, because language like is always a thing for the like non-English speaking country, so they always like would like to improve their skills with like native people or like do some tests and stuff. And Duolingo is a great service, and they really like pump the market with a lot of creatives when they just launched the product, and we see the great results.
Is this a playable ad? Is this a video ad, or is it just an image with all this, all the 5 stars?
Like
Mm.
they have like, okay, these are the ratings in the like on the Google Ads. So the mostly like we see the image and the video ones, not playable, of course, like because
Got it.
kind of combine this with playable so much, it's not possible. And but they also have the video ones to show the real like scenes from the like courses or something like that, to show that okay, people are learning in Duolingo.
Mm, got it. You know what I love about this ad too is if you guys notice, there's this little 4.5 star review, and it feels
Mhm.
more honest, right? Like 5 star, 5 star.
Yeah.
All right, but I like that there's a little bit of there's a 4.5 star review right
Yeah,
here too.
still points to improve. Okay. Here it says, let me translate. It says, okay, I just installed it last week. I became addicted. Okay, it's a great comment, right?
Right.
But 4.5. So yeah, you're right. There are still points to improve then.
Exactly. All right. Cool. Let's talk about UGC.
Okay. Yes. Sorry for that. Okay. Like you just see actually, that's the actual new trend of new era. What do you think? Like I think like that because
I think so.
television is over, kind of. Okay, my mother is still watching, but okay, it's not a thing right now. So like UGC is really a new thing, and right now everybody has a potential like to become viral or become a famous for. There was a saying like everybody's gonna be a famous for 3 minutes one day, like
Mhm.
something like that. I don't remember well. And so this kind of like short video apps, and as we also can see right now on Instagram and also on YouTube, there are like reels, shorts. Like now because we are consuming much faster. So this is the era for like UGC, and so it has like become the inspiration for the creatives. As I gave you just the example for also the game for fidget toys. It was one a viral short video, and it was viral. Then it became the inspiration also for creators, also even for the game, not only the creators. And sometimes in the our events, that some people are asking, okay, we are like casual game studios, and sometimes we struggle to find an idea of the game, and so how we can like generate some new ideas about how to make a game or something. uh, I can say TikTok. TikTok is a great place for that. Like I'm not a like huge fan of TikTok actually, but I cannot ignore the effect of TikTok. And there is a like huge audience, and the algorithm is different in TikTok than Instagram
Mhm.
and YouTube. So you don't need to work so much on your videos to make them viral. So it's a great inspiration actually for UGC app, especially TikTok, and there are also other apps actually for that. Yeah, that's a totally right point to follow actually.
Yeah,
I
and
also wonder your opinion about that.
yeah. I mean, I agree, John. So, like, I will after this recording, I'm gonna link up some things to the cards, but I'll link up another YouTube live stream that we did with Darius. He's no longer with Reflectly, but he used to be CMO of Reflectly. But he was talking about using UGC ads. And Matthew, to your point, reaching out to these micro influencers, getting them to create the content. And it wasn't so much of like, hey, you have such a huge brand and we want you to promote it on your Insta or your TikTok. While that works, we wanted that content, right? That he wanted that content and he used that UGC content to run as ads. And he saw that outperforming. That's a lot of work, right? But he saw that outperforming any type of like really high production type of video ad creative that he could create on his own. So really simple. I do have a client where they're doing really well on TikTok, and it's just really the social media manager kind of like creating very it looks like UGC content, but she works for the company obviously, and they're running that as ads and seeing really good results with that. So it doesn't mean you have to find an influencer. You can create it. It's UGC, user
Yeah.
generated content. So you can create it on your own and then run it as ads. It just means more low. I guess for me, the way I think about it is it's like lower production, like right, like it's just one person with the camera, like this guy right here, versus like high production $10,000 type of video. Anything else you want to cover
That's
here?
totally right.
Huh?
Yeah, that's totally right. As you say, also, you don't need to find like someone who can like boost your videos. You can be the one. You can be the influencer
That's
so
right.
easily.
So here are the keys to any paid user acquisition
Yeah.
strategy.
And so there are the four main keys, as we mostly mentioned about that. Like, so you need to really find the market insights as well. So you need to know what's happening in the market at the same time. Like what's the trend in the market? Okay, how is the audience right now? And you need to focus on the creatives, the elements of creatives at the same time. As we say, like interactions in your creatives, like choosing the music, the right sound, right background, right colors, right gameplay videos. So you need to be aware of like what are you doing actually. And the third point is the cost intelligence, that as like also somebody asked about the CPI and everything, because that's the main point at the end of the day, because it's all about the cost and how much you spend and how much you get at the end of the day. So we are also providing like this data to analyze the cost analysis for each categories, for gaming, non-gaming, and everything. And the fourth point is the competitor analysis, because there are already like successful strategies that have been done from the other like competitors or something, and so you can just follow the same path, or you can just do as Steve's friend, just right, just go take into the same creative. Yeah, okay, I'm joking, but yeah, computer analysis is really critical though. If you just start, like if you are not 100% sure what are you doing, if you don't have a like huge team of marketing can analyze everything for you, can make the work done for you, uh, competitor analysis is really critical.
Yeah. All right. And it is socialpeta.com, socialpeta.com to check it out there. John, you ready for round 2, my friend?
Okay, yeah.
Do you want
Let
to
me
play
check
defense or
again.
offense?
You go first, please. Yeah.
All right. John, how many marketers does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
It isn't too late to make it neon instead, is it?
Yeah.
Can you make this button green? And can you make this? All right, that's my attempt at this marketer joke. All right, what do you got, my friend?
That was a good one. Yeah, I will vote for you.
Thanks.
Can I have a 10 seconds to choose the really good one, because I have to win
Okay.
this round?
Got some sound effects. All right. While you do that, we're going to talk about Gregory's app. Gregory has and I picked these apps, John, because I wanted apps that I think would make sense for SocialPeta 2 to do some intelligence, run some paid ads. Looks like he's got a game. It's a nail salon. So type of game, step up your nail designs with some exciting nail style apps, explore. And this seems like a perfect one for type of like ads and ad creatives and stuff like that. So he wants help with monetization. But anyways, okay. You got one?
Yeah, that seems also like a good one. Okay, it has like 28 ratings. Okay,
Wait, do
my
you have a joke?
personal.
I was just killing time. Do you have a joke?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just checking the app actually. Okay. Okay. Let me give you a joke. Okay. How does a non-binary samurai kill people?
Oh.
They them.
All right. I like it. All right. Put S for Steve, put C for John, and then Greg says it's not a game. So it's just all right. My bad, Greg. It looks like it's an app that allows you to swipe different nail styles, see some cool ones. So pretty much like a Pinterest or a Instagram for awesome nails. But I still think it's a good candidate for ads and what SocialPeta does really well too. So that's why I picked these things out. But
Seriously, this app can be one of the top. Just needs to right marketing. The idea is great, and the audience, you choose the right audience to grow the app. So that will be one of the top one. Just needs a good marketing one because the idea seems real fresh.
yeah, so you can see. All right, Gregory, they like it. You can explore trendy nail stands. Let's figure out how to help them with monetization then, because that's what Gregory wanted
Mhm.
help with. So I've got the app. Gregory, let me know if it's on Android and iOS too in the comments because you're there. But we'll take a look at the app. It's on my Android. That's loading. Welcome. On the home screen, you can find this latest. What do you think? I don't like this onboarding. I mean, I like it. It's a tutorial, but I don't like this. Like, I want to lead with benefits. It's not your I know you say you can see the fine. I would rather have a big imagery and see the nails, like see the hottest and greatest new trends in nails, and then save your own, but explore. I want to see the number of things too, but explore as much too. And so that's what I would start leading with. And then Gregory, since it's on both, because you only sent me the Android one, the most Android, you're gonna have to monetize through ads, which you are doing it, but on iOS, you can monetize off of like a subscription or whatever your monetization scheme is. And so I would try to, I don't know what the premium features are going to be, but you want to show the pricing page during the onboarding process. I'll keep saying it until you guys all, until I see it with everywhere. But any thoughts that you have, John, on this? I like this. How do I
Yeah,
say I
like
like
that.
this?
That's actually okay. That's not my profession, but I would like do like membership plan. For example, like you see the image and you see the great design, right? So if
Yeah.
I have the premium account or something like that, so maybe it's good to like provide how to do videos to them. Imagine something like that.
All right.
Like that would be great to see how to do like that, like nail style, like the steps or something, or maybe it's like short video.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
And I don't know how to save certain things. So I guess it's this button up here. I don't know. Access to additional content, removal of ads across the entire ability to create 5 tags. So I don't know. I like these. I don't know what to do. I double tap. Nothing happens. I don't know how to save. These are really good imagery. Oh, okay. This is plus. Okay. Plus. I don't like this. Don't like this. Tell me if you disagree and you like these things. I'm not a toast person.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Like, I don't want to see toes. Like this is pretty. It's okay. But yeah, how do I save it? You said you can bookmark it, and I guess it's all the likes that I have that I know as a week. So I do think that you want to. There's this pro version right here. Fortunately, so I would want to show this pricing page. I don't think you want to do it like that, Gregory. You want to actually have the benefits of going pro. So unlock, unlimited access, or you can upload. Maybe people can upload too if you're trying to build a community. And then no ads is cool, but you want to give it there too. And one thing that I was thinking has actually worked for a client of ours is breaking up, Gregory, removing ads and subscription because some people want a one-time payment. And when you do it that way, so the subscription unlocks more things, more features, but you have a remove ads that's just on its own. And I recommend this one client because I was curious to see what would happen. But what you can do is you can go to, this is iOS only, when you have a remove ads that's broken up and it's a one-time thing, well, you can get coverage for going free as a remove ads on app advice. So the room ads, let's pretend it's 199, and then you can also then make your monthly one look better. So here, I'll come back. So So let's say it's $199 a month for this, but the remove ads is $199 too. And you're like, well, I'll just buy the freaking monthly one. Like it's the same price and I get all these features, right? And so the psychology of buying is getting people to see where the biggest deals are and just getting them to be a no-brainer, right? That they're interested. And then on iOS, you can make that remove ads free. You can tell app advice. If you scroll all the way down, you'll find an email on there that you're going this for free, and then get pressed for it on app advice. And what happened with this other client was people came in like a coupon campaign, right? You get free fries and you come in for the free fries, but you end up getting a shake, you end up getting a burger, you end up spending more money than you normally would have if you just never got the coupon. And so that's actually what happened with this other client. We made the remove ads for free and his sales shot up. Like he was barely making any revenues for this app, but then his sales did shoot up after we ran this campaign. So I hope that makes sense for you. Boop. Anything else you want to add, John?
No, you explained very well, actually.
Okay.
That's the right point. Yeah.
Cool. Well, great job, Gregory. Like, I think John likes it. He's like, look, you got a huge winner. All you need some marketing. So you got a winner there.
Yeah, because I always like the ideas like who target the woman and
The retention's way better, right?
Um, exactly.
I don't know how to say this,
So
but maybe he said second tab has more content. Okay, here. So honestly, from a UI perspective, like maybe you lock up some of this, right? Because wedding nails. Oh, I like it. Okay, cool. I like this. Cool. I think what I want to do visually is show that this is a premium app by having something locked visible, kind of like Calm, right? Like we had very visible locked content right here. I had to scroll to see that. So, and then this gallery, okay, I guess it's the one. I think this gallery, I would just make it so it looks like a bookmark or a folder, but a picture doesn't really scream out visually that this is where I have to go to see all my saved ones. I want to think what Instagram does on their saved ones too. But yeah, this looks really good. Wedding nails, this is awesome. This is awesome. I mean, this would be big on Instagram, right? Like this ad.
Yeah.
About to get married. I mean, this is where I would play, like trying to target people about to get married or French nails. People are interested in this lot content. Yeah, this is what I would try to redo. Make sure you lead with the benefits. You have some of the pricing, the remove ads, the yearly would be interesting too. I would push people towards that a little bit more. And then maybe you're able to save up to like more than 5 images. Maybe that's a feature too. Lock them out after 5. You can save 5, but after that, you can't save anymore. So a lot of SaaS products have done that and gotten away with that. So that's how I would do that. Okay, we are running over time, my friend. I know it's getting late for you. It looks like midnight over there. How are you doing? How are you holding up, John?
I'm good. I really enjoyed. That's the first time also we met. This team. So yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you that the first time you met a funny guy because I swept the round 2. That means I'm undefeated since I kept score. I've been keeping score all along, but ever since 3 weeks in a row, 3 wins in a row for me. So thank you. That's for me, John. So guys, if you want to learn more, look, we talked about the importance. We talked about my friend just running an ad of his competitors on his own app and seeing really profitable. It's actually a paid app using Facebook marketing. He grabbed, okay, look, I don't recommend this, but I'm just telling you the importance of competitor analysis when you're about to run UA ads. He grabbed his competitor's ad, ran it as his own ad, and ran it as a paid app, and he was making profitable returns on that. So it shows you the importance of doing a little bit of market research before you go in. I'm like this, John. I just want to go. Let's go. Enough like research. Let's just move. But it is important to do that before you waste a lot of time. The insights are already there. SocialPeta has all the insights already there for you so that you can start really analyzing what your competitors are doing well, what they don't like, what you don't like, what they don't do like, and then you can borrow that and run effective marketing campaigns through that. So once again, it is socialpeta.com, and then we're going to link up John's LinkedIn. So if you have any questions to him, reach out to him. Let him know you heard it on this very channel, podcast, wherever, however you listen it to. You let him know that you heard it on this particular channel. John, anything else you want to make sure the audience knows?
Yeah, thank you again, for the session. Anybody can reach me out, as I say, for the PPT file if they want to have keep it to check later with more details. Plus, if they're interested in ad intelligence tools, they can just link me, connect me on LinkedIn, and we will be providing also trial, the full version of trial, so they will be able to test their own apps by themselves.
That's awesome. Look at that. E-commerce, game and app, e-commerce. Oh, you guys even have e-commerce.
We also have e-com analytics for the Amazon, Etsy, all other also Alibaba, for all shopping based categories, because that's also another business, as you know.
Yeah.
And we also have that. I forgot to mention that, actually. Thank you for reminding me. And if anybody are interested for e-com, how to boost the product, or how to choose the right product, actually, we also have tools for that.
That's awesome.
We have solutions for most of the things, actually.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I e-commerce. And then don't take my word for it. Read all the success stories if you're not fully convinced. All that is here as well. So once again, SocialPeta.com, or check out John by going to, I have to add it, his LinkedIn in the YouTube description as well. Okay, guys, next week we're back, same channel. I haven't missed this whole year, I don't think, but we're back. We're going to talk all about affiliate marketing. I'm a big believer in affiliate marketing because I was talking to another person. So I love my job, John. I talked to a ton of people, and he's like, look, why wouldn't you do affiliate marketing? Why wouldn't you give 50% or 40% of your revenues to an affiliate? Because it's a guaranteed customer, right? You're only paying for success. So why wouldn't you give away 40% to an affiliate if they can bring on a ton of users for you? So we're going to talk about an indie type of studio, a smaller studio that has done affiliate marketing really well. They're like, we worked together in the past. Hey, look, this is working well for us. Would you like us to share it? And I'm like, hell yeah. So we're going to share how you can run in affiliate marketing as a smaller studio. So next Friday, tune in for that. John, thank you so much for staying up late, my friend.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Have a good day. Nice to meet you. See you soon again. Hope to see you.
Stay around, John. Once again, it is SocialPeta.com. So go check them out if you want to start running some ads and really figure out what's working for your competitors and the industry at large. SocialPeta.com. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.